Now, while there is lots of focus on the future of the Great Plains Synfuels Plant, in the present, Dakota Gas had another good month for production and sales. Natural gas prices are up, as well as prices for urea and diesel exhaust fluid. Daniel Schaff-Gallagher is manager of commodity sales and trading and talks about what is driving prices.
So natural gas prices have increased substantially over the last couple months for several different reasons. First, storage injections have been much less than anticipated. Secondly, natural gas production has stayed steady to actually declined with the effects of Hurricane Ida. About 5% of U.S. production was offline because of that event. In addition, we've had record LNG prices around the world, which has incentivized U.S. natural gas production to be exported, which has driven up natural gas prices here in the United States for domestic uses. And just a lot of buyers, and we've had a very warm summer across the board, which has also incentivized the use of natural gas.
Urea prices are up in the Northern Plains due to some COVID-related impacts. Plants that would have had outages in 2020 are having them this year instead. Hurricane Ida is affecting urea as well.
Hurricane Ida had some impacts on imports into the United States, so there's been less imports contributing to a lack of supply, domestic supply in the United States. That event alone increased urea prices $30 to $40 a ton. Because it impacted the New Orleans area, it limited the amount of shipments that could occur on the Mississippi River, so that the imports there were restricted. In addition, other impacts included actually the loss of many barges that had urea product in it. There's reports of several dozen barges that went missing. So actual product itself appears to have been lost during an event like that as well.
Diesel exhaust fluid sales were substantially higher in August than they were in July, and July was a great month. Gallagher says it appears that September sales will match sales in August. Trinity Turnbow says the plant has broken all-time records for DEF production. In August, the plant produced just under 6 million gallons of DEF.
Typically we do, in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 million gallons a month. 3 million would be a high month, 2 would be not really low, but a little bit lower. To ramp up, on a given day, it doesn't take, it's not significantly challenging to ramp up. We have to back off on the granulation side and ramp up on the DEF. They can do that in one day. They can make those moves pretty much in one day. However, we only have 1 million gallons of storage. That might sound like a lot, but with rail car movements back and forth, we load faster than we can produce, but then they're gone, and then they come back. And so that period where they're gone, if there's any delays in them coming back or weekends or long holidays, you have to manage that tank inventory so you don't get full. Because if you get full, then you got to cut back. And then you're swinging the unit, and you get to a point where you might have some issues. And so just that constant coordination between our product logistics at our site, our operations, the Marketing N7 group, and Burlington Northern, and making sure it's just that steady flow of cars and production is just critical to make that happen.